Don't miss your cues. Always be prepared for anything. So, when I was in high school, and I was a senior in high school, I, I was in a play. It was a play called Into the Woods. I was a prince, and I had in the play I had a love interest. It was Rapunzel, and we had scheduled. We went through months of just practices and um, just many days, nights practicing, going over our lines and doing even practicing sword fighting and all this stuff, singing, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of work. And we scheduled a couple of weeks of showings, a couple of days per weekend, something like that. And after the second showing, or third or so, long story short, is I got distracted from the play. I was talking to somebody and I missed my cue. And I left Rapunzel up on the stage by herself while everyone was sitting and watching. She just was sitting there, standing there, waiting for her prince to come and sweep her off her feet. And I had the audacity to talk to her afterwards. Eventually I got pulled up. Somebody came to me and said, "John, you missed your cue." I ran up on stage and we continued the play. But I went to her afterwards. I had the audacity to tell her, "Hey, if I miss that again, just walk off stage," or something like that. I don't remember what I said. Something like that. And how could I say something like that? She was like, "Don't ever leave me without, on stage like that." And she, ran away bawling. The whole production was canceled. The whole thing got shut down. They didn't show anything anymore, and nobody talked to me about it. Nobody shamed me. Nobody said, "John, I can't believe you did this." Nobody gave me any grievance or shame. It just, everybody just knew. I missed my cue. It's not the first time. I mean, that's not the last time that kind of thing happened. When I was in college, I was in another play. I was King David in a production that was about King David. And there was a scene where, I mean, I wasn't the star of the play. It was actually somebody else who, the star was somebody else who was kind of being, time traveling and talking to an angel, whatever, who's taking them around time and showing them different aspects of David's story. But I played David, and there was a scene where David's son let him down or whatever, and I was, as King David, I was supposed to break down in tears and cry about betrayal or something like that. But when that scene started, I looked up, and at this college, just so you know, I was expelled for other reasons, basically for selfishness. Long story. It wasn't any one particular thing I did wrong. It was just a pattern of selfishness. But anyway, the president of the college was the person who sat me down among a couple other people, the dean of men, and I guess I don't remember the other guy's role, but he sat me down and basically they went over all the things and said, "Give me a good reason why we shouldn't expel you." And this happened while we were practicing and planning that play. And so I had asked, "Can I finish out this play?" And he said, "Yeah, you can finish out the play." Even though I was expelled, I was in this play, and he said I could finish it out. Well, so back to the production of the play. We were presenting the play, and it was this first or second showing, I don't remember, but I'm on the stage. I look up, and there's the president of the college in the first row. And all I could think about was my own pain. I couldn't think about the character's pain. I could only think about my own pain. And I forgot my lines. Production was halted. Nobody talked to me about it. Nobody shamed me saying, John, you forgot your lines. I completely walked off stage, though, and they canceled any further scheduled performances. They did have a follow-up party where they had a mock Oscars, and so they celebrated Best Actor, etc., and Best Supporting Actor. For whatever reason, they voted me Best Actor. That was the first thing that they had talked about to vote on, and I went up there. The prize was a Starbucks. I mean, a Starbucks, what do you call it? Starburst. A Starburst candy. But I went up there, and they were like, say something, and I just said, thanks. And I walked off because I was embarrassed. I was confused. I was like, why am I here? Why is this happening? Here I was expelled. The whole thing had been shut down, and why are you honoring me when I was the one who caused the whole thing to be shut down? More recently, I had opportunity after opportunity with people in my life that I missed opportunity to play my part, to do my thing as God had prepared me. And sometimes when you go back, think about when the world was going on, you realize God had written a script, and it was beautiful. And I missed my cue. Or I was so caught up in my own my own issues, my own things, that I missed my lines. Lines that he's spoon feeding into my spirit. I'm missing my lines. As I'm sitting here at Panera Bread, about to go inside, where I like to do my work, because I've got this beverage subscription thing going on. I think about how I beat myself up over how, due to some misunderstandings / unfortunate deviations of paths and expectations, I lost a friend recently, and communications occurred, and I don't know, but I think I saw that friend sitting here, right out there, and I had an opportunity to go and talk to that person and maybe reconcile or otherwise comfort this person. If it wasn't them, I still had an opportunity as a brother in Christ to minister to somebody, and I missed my cue. God may rewrite the script, but reality is I have to swallow the fact that production has to stop. At some point, I had to stop beating myself up over it and just learn the lesson and be more ready. Don't miss your cues, guys. That's my lesson. That's my lesson for this week. Don't miss your cue.